Hey everybody, Nick from Nick's Crossing here. We are live on a Saturday night. Hopefully everyone's doing good out there. Whew, what a day. Um, just adjusting the camera here. But everybody, we are live on the YouTube, and hopefully everyone's having a great weekend so far. Unfortunately, the weekend's coming to an end. So it's actually Nikki's idea for me to go live tonight because of work and such. But we're live tonight. We're going to run some new stuff that I picked up and also have some really cool trains for you guys. I know it's a little bit later than usual for a live, but we got home from dinner and she was just like, you know what? You should do a live stream because you may not be around this week to do so. So, it is what it is. But we have 2 people watching right now. We have 1 like. So thank you guys. 5 people. So I guess the notifications if you can just let me know, and you guys get like bell icon notifications, things like that. If not, please let me know. It's been crazy with notifications lately. But what's up, ES? How's it going from New Jersey? Cool. Welcome. 9 people watching. So guys, we have some newer stuff that we're gonna run tonight. I guess we can do the unboxing soon. I'm gonna take this hoodie off. It's really hot up here. It was like 60 degrees out today, so pretty cool. What's up, Del Hudson? How's it going? Bass Pro's gotta go. This thing's getting way too hot. Hot. What's up, Roscoe? Woo! It's about 10 degrees cooler. Immediate refreshment of this relief. Immediate relief of the hoodie. I'm gonna do this thing. Where's a safe place to chuck? There's trains everywhere up here. Good, we didn't hit anything. Woo! What's up, Matt? What's up, ELW? Roscoe? Also, who else we got? I just got a notification for my stream on the phone. No GG1 yet. It's in the works. So look, here's the thing. We got notification. Very good. What's up, John? How's it going? Brian Cahill, David Stevens. I got a lot of people in here already. So notifications are working. So yeah, you know how YouTube is. I know how they've been too with notifications. Has not been the most reliable service of the internet of recent, but it is what it is. So there's a new update that's out. There's a new Apple update. Fix that. There was a new YouTube update. Went through that too. And also heard that like Google laid off a bunch of employees this week. So not sure what's going on there, but it is what it is. Not my problem. I have a job and everything too. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, we'll see. Something just came up on there. It's like verifying what? I have no idea what that was for. I guess maybe because my phone's plugged in. I don't know. But it is what it is. But yeah, guys, so it's been a weekend for sure. On the way home from work on Thursday, I went to Just Trains of Delaware, picked up some really cool units. You can actually see them right here, right behind this beautiful hair of mine. We got these 2 new units in here. They are Lehigh. No, wait, sorry. What is it? Oh, God. Lehigh, New England, Alco FAs, not PAs, FAs. They're amazing. I upgraded both of them with Proto Sound 3. So that was like my weekend project, kind of like unwind, relax. So I did 2 Proto Sound 3 upgrades under 6 hours. What, 6 hours? I started at like 8 in the morning, finished, around, well, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So I did them under 6 hours. So I was happy about that. An upgrade, guys, takes a while. So they take a while. What's up, Rail Chief? How's it going? And but yeah, no GG1 yet. So the crazy story with that is that I went to Nicholas Smith trains on Tuesday night. I was so bored at work. I was like, I don't want to be stuck in this hotel room. So Tuesday night, I went to Nicholas Smith and I bought an Alco, which you guys might see tonight. It's in the box still. I got to unwrap that. I ran it at the train The train club today ran great. So that's going to be on the outer track, linked up to another MTH locomotive, which is the SD9 that I've had on the channel for a while. But um, the train club did a raffle recently, and I won a 44 tonner, Amtrak 44 tonner, Nicholas Smith exclusive. So I won that, I guess, on Wednesday night when I did the live stream. One of my friends let me know, like during the live stream, he's like, "Hey, you won an engine, so come pick it up." So pretty cool. I think I'm adding a camera to the back. Uh-oh. Yeah, Matt, the house is a wreck. The train room's a wreck, but I will let you know as soon as possible. I'm hoping, and guys too, I'm hoping to get closer to home soon so I can get around here to do this. House is like, it's neglectful right now. It's the travesty, but we've been both to do anything, and when I'm home on the weekends, because I'm home on the weekends, I feel like doing anything. Honest, I'm just being 100% honest with you. If you're on the road working, I'm sure you guys out there have been on the road. When you come home, you're just like, I'm home, and then I have to go back on Monday. So definitely an adjustment. I haven't done it in a while, but it's the nature of the job. But trying to get closer to home. But on what do you call it? On Tuesday when I was at Nicholas Smith, I was looking at buying a GG1, and I was actually working with Dave. So guys, if you go to Nicholas Smith, ask for Dave. He is like the man. He helped me out so much. Like those guys up there are so nice and friendly. It was one of the best model train experiences I've had at a store I've never been to really before. You know, I was a new customer, and I bought like, what did I buy? I bought a sound car from Nicholas Smith like 2 years ago. It was a Penn Central sound car, but they were just so nice and friendly, and I just had a really good experience. So definitely going to write a Google review for sure, because I mean those guys are just amazing up there. But the store was kind of closing. It was like 4:30, and he was helping me look at some GG1s, and I didn't really look at the one he was going to open up. It was like a brand new box with the shipper, and I told him, like, dude, don't worry about opening that. I like this Alco right there. And it was an Alco C630 Pensy, and I had to have it. So I got an Alco C630 instead, which cost on or about the same price as the GG1. So the GG1s are brand new Williams. So they're really nice. They're plastic now. They're plastic shell, not die cast, which is fine. The plastic shells are a lot lighter. The die cast, they're nice and all, but they chip pretty easy, and they're very heavy. So I wasn't really like upset that they're plastic now, but Dave helped me out so much. And I was looking through everything, and I found the wagon top box car. So thank you guys at Nicholas Smith. You guys have been awesome. But yeah, I'll definitely write a good review and everything. What's up, Arts Model Trains? How's it going? David Kohler, how's it going, man? ELW Train says hi. Feel the same when I get home on Friday. I don't want to go in. Yeah, dude, it's been rough. I've been very lazy. I need to get myself in shape, honestly, too. I'm like neglecting my health. But just when I come home, it's just like I just want to relax, take something apart, blow some stuff up with trains, you know, fiddle with stuff. I don't feel like doing any housework or anything. What's up, Henry? How's it going? Around this shit. Oh, God. A beverage sun. I might make something. We'll see. Is Joey still there? I'm not sure. I've only been to Nicholas Smith twice, so definitely want to go back. I mean, those guys are awesome. I don't know if I'll make it back this week, but there's a lot going on. I wonder if I can ask him to do like a train shop video, like a walkthrough tour, because I know some of you guys enjoy that, and it's free advertising for the store. I did it at one of my friend's shops, Iron Horse, and it was actually a lot of fun to do. Other than my camera, I had like one of those clips that clip onto the phone like this, and it started making like these fart noises, and this like, because it's like the stress of the clamp was like, it was like so annoying. So I felt really bad. I'm like, dude, this sucks. Like I'm more professional than that. Come on. But it wasn't actually the clip. It was between the camera clip having the spring and like this hard plastic, and it was reacting with the ribs on my phone case. It was making like this like weird springy fart sound. And I was just like, I listened to the footage and editing, and I was just like, oh God, like I can't believe I didn't like listen to it. So what I do now, if I ever use a clamp, I make sure it's like the soft foam on this case. And then what I do, just for any of you guys that do YouTube out there, I know a lot of you guys in the chat do your own YouTube videos. If you ever use your phone, I recommend taking the mount you're going to use, or like the gimbal or whatever, hooking up and hit record and do this. Like wave your phone, do like side to side shakes, tilt it upside down, do like one of these, and like really work the phone. So what that's going to do, you're going to hear your range of noises in your footage. Listen to it. If you hear like that, like that clip sound, totally trash. Like just be like no, and start over. Like maybe look for like some foam or something to put around it. But I ran into that problem in that video. It was very like annoying. I was listening to that. I was like, oh my God, like can't believe I let that footage get out there. But it's all the footage I had. And I was at his shop for about 2 hours filming because I wanted to wait for customers to be out of the way. I didn't want to film people's faces out of the respect and privacy of others. Sometimes it's hard not to. Like if I'm filming at Strasbourg and someone purposely like, not people don't know what's going on, but people will like walk in front of you really quick. I can't really prevent that. But if I'm filming layouts and there's people like looking through the glass like this, or someone standing there like this far away, I keep my camera low and, you know, use that photo magic. Like people don't want to be on YouTube out of privacy. And nowadays everyone's recorded I'm being recorded right now on YouTube, but everyone's being recorded. You know, sometimes you don't have consent. It's just like cameras everywhere, you know, when you're walking on the street, you're being recorded. You're in your car for work or something, you're being recorded. So I try to give people as much privacy as I can. So that's why a lot of my videos, you may not see like a whole, like if I'm rail fanning, I don't care if there's people in the shot. I think it's kind of cool having people in the shot when you rail fan. But if I'm somewhere that's not like that, I try to be as respectful as I can. But like with the phone thing, try to keep your phone noise down. Also, audio is huge. With the phones, guys, the audio in our cell phones now. I'm not an Android person. I don't hate Android. I don't really care like what people use for their phones. But the phones nowadays, guys, are so high tech. The camera lenses in them are good enough to post. The sound on this thing has saved my behind so many times, because when you're filming, there's gain, like for a microphone, there's different gain structures, and mics do something called clipping out. So if your sound is way too loud, your microphone will clip out. It, as a safety, so it doesn't burn up the diaphragm or your components, the mic will clip out and you won't hear any audio at all, or it might sound very muffled. So this phone has an automatic gain adjustment, so you don't clip out a whole lot. It could be very loud. Like it could be at a rock concert, like filming like Alice Cooper or something for Snapchat or whatever, and it won't clip out. You'll still hear all the audio. It may sound like crap because it's a live concert, but it's so much better than what we had. So keep that in mind. I've seen that too. Like audio is huge. A lot of guys with external microphones, I've been burned by them before. I was using the Purple Panda lav mic. I went out rail fanning, it totally clipped out, lost all my audio. But then Nikki was standing there at the crossing with her phone like this, and I got all of the audio from her phone. So that was like a godsend. Alice Cooper, yeah. What's up, Frank? How's it going? Welcome to the channel. The actions are great. Trying to find an alternative from using my phone all the time. Yeah. I've been using my phone because of ease of access. Also, I don't want to carry my computer to my hotel on the road. I don't trust the hotel. I don't trust people. It's like I don't want to leave my computer in my car. I don't want to leave it in my hotel room. So I've not been bringing my best camera gear out for videos. I'll be honest with you guys. I've been using a lot of phone stuff, been using a lot of the cell phone, and it's been pretty good. Like this is an iPhone, what, 13 plus? So it does great. Honestly, it's the best phone I've ever had. The cameras in it are a little goofy with the 3 lenses. I don't really like that a whole lot, but the front facing camera is very nice, and the audio quality is just really high tech. So it's really cool. But yeah, look at an Osmo Action for sure. Same thing happens with action cameras in the cage. Vibration, yes. Yep. What's up, Anthony Knight in the train room? Yep, Saturday night. Steak dinner and whiskey. It sounds like a party. DJI Mike 2 links up to the iPhone, Android, Bluetooth, no cords. Hey, that's pretty cool. Dude, phone noise with these new gimbals, and you have to be really careful. If not, you're gonna be hearing like I call it the fart noise. It's because your phone, the clamp is under tension and it's reacting with the ribs of the frame of the case, and it's making these weird garble noises and stuff. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. But if you guys want, look at that video and you'll hear what I meant, you know. And but that was a lot of fun to film. So I'm trying to go out, you know, film some other train shops. Rail Chief, the Osmo Action 4 is, in my opinion, it's way better than a GoPro. For the price you pay too, you're getting a great value, I promise. So guys, what's up, Uncle Salty? Saw you in here. So guys, we're gonna open up a box. This week was like Christmas. I don't know why I went this crazy with trains, but like I said, I won this train. I did a raffle. The train club did a raffle. I paid them, I think it was $20 for what, 4 tickets, something like that. But they drew the raffle, and I ended up getting this awesome engine. So this is a 44 tonner phase. It says phase 1C diesel. So I know there's different phases at Amtrak. I'm not a huge I like trains, guys. I don't know all the details on the paint schemes, but this is called phase 1C. Yeah, Rail Chief, I promise, dude. They will never let you down. These cameras are amazing now. Let's see. I had this train open today. Ran it for a little bit. Let's see the packaging with this thing is insane. There's the purple box. That's how you know it's good. Yellow boxes are good too, so keep that in mind. All right, so you get this giant book on how to run it. We got the gist. We're good. Hey, no worries. But yeah, they're fantastic cameras. Yeah, it's a Premiere. We got the yellow ribbons, and this is like coffin style. Here we go. Undertaker music, please. That'd be awesome. All right. And this engine is like, the amount of detail they put into this thing is spectacular. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, this thing hits it right out of the park. It's definitely a 10 plus. If there was such thing, you can't have over 100%, but this thing hit it right out of the park. These sounds are so good for how small this engine is. There is no smoke unit, but I don't really care that there's a smoke unit or not. This thing is just so sweet. And one of my buddies who's a repairman, he's also a fan of the channel. He enjoys trains as well. I was talking to him about this locomotive, and he said this is still at Wilmington shops. But in Imperial, no. Oh, God. It's very fragile. But let me throw that right on the floor. Stay. Okay. So, guys, look at this. This is amazing. This is a 44-tonner Amtrak and the Amtrak flavor right there. AMTK. And it's number 1100. So, these are 44-tonners from GE. And this thing is like, for what this thing sounds like, it's also die cast. Like, totally, like the shell is die cast. The whole thing is a giant chunk of metal. On the inside, we have two crew figurines. We have front and rear facing horns. They're meant to be bent down like that. I'm not sure why, but they're not bent. They're just kind of formed that way. And this is just the beginning. So, yeah, this thing is sweet. I was looking at the Lion-O ones, and I'm looking at the scaling. I'm like, I can't. I can't do it. Yeah, this was it's a train club find, but you guys can buy these at Nicholas Smith Trains. I think they're a little over $400 or so, like 300, like late 300s, 400. But it's a custom run of Nicholas Smith. Nicholas Smith has done a bunch of custom runs. It's a great shop, so definitely check them out. But this thing, we're gonna sit around the tracks. This is the result of a raffle. So, and you can't win if you don't put it. So, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. DJI Mike 2, it's expensive. They're good pieces though. I believe it is a 2-motor. Yes, I won that at a raffle. It's my major award, even though it's not Christmas time anymore. But yes, it was a Christmas raffle at the club. So yeah, we're going to fire this up first. Then we'll get into the other engine. Then we'll fire up all 3 of these and run some trains. So let me flip you guys around. I'll probably end up doing a review on this engine because it's so nice. And give a shout out to Chris at the club that arranged this raffle. Oh, where is she? Where is she? You guys get that reference too. You've ever seen Batman? All right, let me move this Ma Pa Piggy back out of the way. I need some space. Here we go. Right here. Ah. All right, let's get you guys in there for the shot. All right, so really quick, 44 tonners. It's Frank. It's only fragile because of the really nice like separately applied details they did for the handrails and everything. But other than that, it's a tank. Like when you pick it up, make sure you pick it up right on the logo. You know what I mean? But no, it's it's pretty sweet. I also did not see this other horn up here. So 2 horns, and then 3rd horn down there. We're gonna fire it up using the MTH app. So let's get the track powered on. All right, hopefully it doesn't just turn on and fly away, but here we go. Yeah, it is such a great runner. Looks great on the track. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what we find. Trying to sync to the diesel. That's funny. That it actually says Union Pacific, 44 ton number 1100. All right, we're gonna shut her down. Oops. I have 2 other deals on the same track. So that was 3 engines all turning on. So give me a second here. Oh. I've been an Alco-holic recently, if you guys get that reference. This is a GE. All right, I'm going to do the feature reset really quick. There we go. Yeah, this one does have some volume to her. Yeah, they did a great job with the sounds on this. A switching puzzle. That'd be sweet. Yeah, it's very loud. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking at comments. Sorry, guys. But yeah, this engine, let me turn it down a little bit. On the cafe. So, Hunter, we have this. It's at the Wilmington shops, and I think we only have one. But it's really like a track dog. It really just it shunts equipment around. It'll shunt like broken down engines and stuff. It runs a lot better than the new Acellas for sure. But no, it's a great. It's a shop dog pretty much, you know. But yes, we have one 44 tonner. Love to start running MTH, but I have a legacy 990 system. It's pretty easy. Start small. Get like an Explorer and go from there. Like you don't have to go all out with the new MTH stuff, but yes, you can run both at the same time. Like Whitmore's Train said, you can run both at the same time. But it's very easy to hook up, I promise. It's 2 wires. Just 2 wires to your track, and then get a power brick to the DCS. But here's some other sounds. Coupler slack, coupler close. This is the new proto sound file that they did the coupler instead of the older coupler sound. But this is it. Extended startup, which we won't have to hit. Sound 1. That's the crossing gate sound.
Hey, Bill, where do you want me to drop these cars?
Go ahead and shove them up in that siding about 100 yards.
It's going to take me some time to get these cars cut and tied down. I'll let you know when I'm finished. How are we looking there, Bill? Have we got time to bleed the air and charge it back up? All right. Let me know when you're ready. All right, you too.
So it's just a guy and this guy Bill and another guy just talking back and forth, which is pretty cool. Yes, you can always run MTH conventional, which is one of my favorite things about MTH. It also starts in neutral. So no matter what you do, you could have like 100 volts going through your track. The engine will pick up in neutral. So that's my favorite thing about MTH, with or without DCS. Now, compared to TMCC, if you throw a TMCC engine on the track and it does not see radio signal, it will just fly. It'll fly in conventional as soon as you give it power. There's a couple other sounds like idle sequences, train wreck. The engine odometer is 5 miles, and let's see, it has 32 minutes of runtime. So we're going to run this engine a little bit. Let me go grab the cars really quick. Let me send her out. Which way do I want it to go? We want it to go in reverse. Or, yeah, the other way. Reverse. Uh-oh. She did not like that switch. So I don't know if the switch is, maybe the switch distance is too far apart for the 44 tonner. No, this would be horrible. All right, let's try this. We'll go over it pretty fast. All right, she made it over the switch. Yeah, the startup sequence is great. They don't like the frogs. All right, let me I forgot this has the coupler slack sound. So you got new Proto Sound 3 files that they're doing, and the Alco, the coupler slack sound is just, check this out. It's like so much more realistic compared to the old one. Speed. What do you think of Alco Sentry diesels? I like them. I just bought one, but I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, it does not like that switch at all. But yeah, guys, just running some random freight cars I haven't ran in a while. Let's even clean this switch. It's like right here. I thought I have a track eraser around here somewhere. I don't think I do. But yeah, maybe the wheels are just so close, or the rollers are just so close. What's up, Sly Cat? How's it going? And Ed and Bettina Berg. Just saw you guys stopping in. There we go. Just a little bit of cleaning. Yeah, a switcher that does not like switches. It's all good. I got it working now. Yeah, these 44 tonners are a lot of fun. And the crazy story behind the 44 tonner is that it's a certain weight that they did not require a 2-man crew. Hey, Steve Zoscale, how's it going? Thank you so much. Switch stickers. More like switches get a cleaning. Yeah, she's working great now. But yeah, it's such a beautiful little loco. I was never a huge fan of like smaller engines until recently. And then when I was a kid, I used to play Train Simulator by the company called Trains. And it was also developed by a company called Aran. And that came out in like 2004, 2006 or so. And my favorite engine in that game was a Canadian Pacific 44 tonner. It was just so much fun to operate. The brakes were horrible. I remember I think the top speed of it was like 70. And I would always try to link 30 of them in a row. And we would go about 100 or so. And then I'd hit the brakes and it'd take forever for it to stop. So that was always such a fun game. Let's go to buy one of these at York. Yeah, definitely worth it. If you guys see one of these, pick them up. They are really cool. What's up, Warren? How's it going? Enjoying your train running sessions. Thank you so much. Hey, thanks for being here. It means a lot. I like the MTH 44 tonner over Lionel, shorter. However, I want the Milwaukee Road. Yeah. Well, you know what, Ed? Look at Williams. Williams made these as well. So see if you can find one in Williams. It'd be a budget option for sure. All right, so we're going to open up another engine. Let me grab that really quick. Oops. All right. I think Lionel MT should make flat cars with farm equipment. I'm not sure. One of the companies did tractors. I don't know if that was Menards. Yes, Ed, definitely, dude. Look at the Williams. They also have Sound Blast 3. So Sound Blast 3 has the idle sounds, the horn and bell, and they're very nice, very very nice units. A lot of guys are putting like DCC decoders in them and running them with AC. So yeah, definitely check them out. So we're gonna stop this engine right in front of the camera here. Hey, Aaron Smith, thank you so much. We're actually going to open up another locomotive that's new to this week. Yeah, the horn and everything just sounds amazing. So I'm going to stop this engine right here, and we're going to shut her down. All right, so track power is off. All right, guys. So we're going to open up another engine. Now, this engine, I've ran it a lot already today at the club, but we'll have to see. Yes, the Williams are very nice units. I've seen a couple of them out there in the wild, and I remember when they came out, they were just really nice units, and they're budget friendly, and they're easily upgradable. So we might end up running a bunch of other newer engines this week, from this week too, tonight. We'll see. But all right, so this is a yellow box, but I call it Scale King. And you guys know that MTH is making a lot of stuff that is scale. Let me throw that into the pile of MTH boxes. So these guys are really, really nice. So a friend of mine at the club has this engine, and I saw him with this engine before, and he's like, dude, you need one, like really bad. Like you need one of these. They're so nice. So I went looking for these Alcos, and I couldn't find them anywhere for either a decent price or they were on hold or something. And there's only like 2 stores I've seen these at. So I went to Nicholas Smith, and I got this engine right here. And oh God, how do I even get this out of here? This is one of the largest diesels in the collection, if not the largest. All right, finally got it. All right, I now have a pile of MTH trash in the center of my floor. Here we go. There's 1 and 2. So this is probably the largest diesel in my collection right now, other than my B&O E7s, which don't really count because it's like a pair of them. But this is the Alco C630, built by Alco, 61, I believe. These engines have a crazy history. So these engines, and then the following model, the Alco 636, were responsible in a way, not totally responsible, but the 636 was one of the last engines, if not the last engine produced by Alco, new by Alco. They're also very much responsible for, according to videos I've seen on the YouTube, but they were responsible for the demise of Alco because of just the C636s were not very reliable. The C630 was reliable. And what a lot of railroads were doing, they were returning their 636s, trying to get C630s. And, well, the 630 was like the predecessor of the 636, but the 636, I think they said it provided 600 extra horsepower. It was just a failure by Alco. They rushed them, and companies were trying to get that extra 600 horsepower, but it was just a failure kind of thing. So Hunter Coleman, Alco 60s developed a reputation for making popular, built reliable diesels, EMDG, made better options. Alco going under Nick. Yeah, so the other thing too, I believe the year that this came out, one of the dash units from GE just came out, and it was just as powerful, but it was more reliable. I think it was the Dash 7 or 8 that came out around the same time, which made these like dinosaurs right out of the gate. So it's this video I watched recently. I was trying to find more information on the 630s, but here she is. So she's a beast. Sounds amazing. This thing is just crazy. So we're gonna set her on the track. It's a good choice, dude. This thing is like, it's a monster. Rail King, it should work on 031. Not recommended. Don't do it. The larger curves, the better, guys. But Rail King's reputation now, the way I'm going about it, so all of MTH's trains work together. So if you have Protosound 2, Protosound 3, your engines will run together. You can lash up diesels with steam engines with diesels, whatever. But Premier engines, not all are created equal because not all engines work on certain curves. Rail King engines have a reputation for being able to work on 031 curves. My expert opinion, my humble opinion, please do not run your engines like these with all the electronics, even this little 44 tonner. Please do not run them on 031 curves because there's a lot of stuff tied to that chassis, the motor. There's all kinds of wires in these units, especially with the smoke unit and lights and, couplers. You're going to stress out the engine. Like you don't know what you're pulling. Like for larger turns, it's not as much stress, but like the smaller curves, it's a lot more stress. So when you add that to the wires in there, you could pull something apart and then the engine's, messed up. So we'll see. We'll have to see. So let's see. Uncle Salty, old Weaver tooling, great locomotives. It could be a Weaver. Got a lot of comments in here. Let's see. It's a good choice. Love the color. Yep, can't go wrong with Brunswick. You can.
No, not just.
All right, so we have. It's easier to upgrade the house. Oh God, what's up, Thomas Moore? How's it going? Peach Train's another YouTube channel. Minimum curves 072, 090. I wish I had room for 96. This layout, guys. Whatever I preach to you guys, I must do on my own. I'm not going to tell you guys something that I don't do, but my inner loop is 54. My outer loop is 72. So, this is the way I run. Now, these larger engines, I'll run them on the outside. So for demonstration purposes, right now, we're going to run this engine on the inside track, my 2-track. When we get out to running both these engines with the lash up I'm going to do, we will run them on the outside track on 72. But like I said, I'm just looking out for you guys. And if you guys ever have questions, please send me an email. It's just nickscrossing@gmail.com. Please send me an email if you have any questions on any of this stuff, especially you guys out there looking to install MTH. I will do my best to explain it. And if it's a very common question, I will make a video on it. I promise. So, had to solder my post-war style bunch because of 027. Oh, 27. The best thing, guys, okay, look, not all track. I mean this. The best track ever for like trolley lines and stuff, street cars on a layout is 027. It looks so good in a road. But I used to run 027 at my parents' house, and the same thing happened to a switcher we had. It totally like ripped apart. And that's when that's why I preach, about that, like the 031 thing. Just run everything. Just like please run stuff on larger curves. I know it sucks for space. Like my layout's an 8x12. I'm just sitting in the center of it, but it's just how it is. But anyways, enough of me. Let's get this engine fired up here. So I'll turn you guys around this way. All right, so there would be an Alco on the screen. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, 72 is fantastic. It really makes a difference. And I have some engines that eat 72, like the my EM1. It just eats the curves. It's like, nope, not big enough. All right, we got hot track. Here we go. The 44 tonner is like, pick me. Nope. So guys, that's the 630. They both fired on. There we go. What's up, Rule 281? How's it going? MTH. Paint is on point from release, unlike Lionel. That's a decent point. I've noticed that with Pensy stuff. They do a really good job with Pensy paint schemes. All right, guys, so let's fire up. And Rule 281, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping in. So let's fire this monster up. All right, let me turn her down a little bit. Yes, I believe so on 54. All right, so this engine has a smoke unit. I added a lot of smoke at the club, so we'll see how she does. Hey, what's up, David Mouse? To the 7254 Gargraves. Couple wider car. Okay. So, guys, this train, this locomotive here. Here's your bell. Now, my favorite feature of this locomotive is honestly the horn. So listen to this. What's up, Gus? How's it going? But yeah, guys, the horn on this engine is just amazing. It's got a really nice bass sound to it. And then here's the crossing horn. Southern Pacific Daylight 44.9. That's a classic. So, guys, the funny thing is with this engine, the crew talk. I was joking with guys at the club, and they're like, dude, it sounds like someone quit Lionel and now works for MTH. Because listen to this crew talk. I haven't heard anything like it unless you have like a legacy engine. So here's sound number 2.
Dispatcher, this is the dog catch crew. Over. This is the dispatcher. Go ahead, over.
You go through all the prompts.
Get ready to pull out.
Dispatcher, we're on board now. Over. Do you have all your paperwork? Have you read and acknowledged everything? Over. That's a Roger, dispatcher. We got all the paperwork. They're waiting further instructions. Over. They're waiting further instructions. Over. Okay to proceed on signal indication. Over. Okay to proceed on signal indication. Over.
Whoops.
Roger that, dispatcher. Okay to proceed on signal indication. Out.
Check that oil level.
So yeah, that is totally someone who left Lionel and now is working for MTH. I thought that was so funny. I'm like, dude, so you get all these different prompts. Like, look at this. So you get like all these custom sounds, and each little bit of dialogue, you can replay any of them that you want. So I can go to custom sound 8 or 7.
They're waiting further instructions. Over. Dispatcher, we're on board now. Over. Dispatcher, this is the dog catch crew. Over.
Can't be lying, sounds realistic. Dang. So yeah, listen to this. Did you guys hear the squeal? So this is the new, what do they call it in here? Auto coupler slack sound, which sounds phenomenal. This is a brand new PS3 sound file. So that squeaking, guys, is the engine. which is just amazing. Now it's like not the voice itself, it's just the dialogue. But the if I turn off all the sounds, this engine is so quiet. It doesn't even sound like it's running, which is just amazing to me. The relay clicking is louder than the motors operating the diesel for the direction circuit. But the new coupler slack sound, I was wondering what those squeals and stuff were, and I was like, dude, this is crazy. So let me go back to the volume up. Just listen to the coupler slack. It's so much better than what it's been in the past. Even though in the past it sounded pretty good as well. But check this out. Yes, this is a Rail King, and just the value that you get for the Rail King is just absolutely amazing. So I love the sound of this thing. It's a real model C630. Oh yeah. It's Alco C630. So guys, for example 2, check out on one track, I'm going to fire up the SD9. This is also a Rail King, but the sounds of this thing is just amazing as well. They're going to try to do a lashup of both. So we're going to run the C630 on the head end. So that's the fire up sequence of the SD9 and the horn. Let me at least hook her up to the cars. Yep, Sentry series. So this is also a Rail King. Yeah, I'm going to get the SD9 hooked up in a second with the Sentry. So let me grab the Sentry. But guys, just the value that you get for Rail King is just amazing. I mean, I have command control capabilities, all these different sounds, diesel smoke, and they're very, very powerful locomotives too. Smoke ain't working on this one yet. Let's see. All right, let me take off the 44 tonner here, put her on the siding. And the crazy thing is, guys, with MTH, I can run this 44 tonner with a lashup with this engine, and then if I really wanted to, I could run it with the SD9 as well. I can do up to 3 engines at a time. Alco 169. Yeah, these are 60s engines. Oops. It tore off the piggyback trailers. They hit the bridge. That's not good. All right, so All right, this track's off. All right. All right, guys, we're going to run a lash up really quick of both. So give me a second here. All right, let me fire up the C630. All right, so we're going to do a lash up. So, guys, the app has been fixed.
Go ahead and get ready to pull out.
So the MTH app has also been totally debugged for Apple, so I can finally run lash ups. So this lash up shouldn't take too long to do. Rebuild a lash up, build DCS lash up. We're going to call this PRR power. All right. We have the C630 in ahead, facing forward. SD9 tail facing, she's also facing forward. Done. Here we go. Perfect. All right, guys, so this should be pretty cool seeing these come through. Pennsylvania Doodle Bugs. I already have a MPA one, but I have seen those. I might get one. We'll see. And there we go. And there's the lash up of the evening. So glad they fixed the bugs in that app, guys. It's very frustrating, trying to run something, but and she's smoking like an Alco. Look at that. MPA. Yeah, I love my MPA stuff. So, Jub, I also have number 84 now, too. I've got 84 and 82 MPA switchers. Yeah, she is smoking great. Look at that. Smoking Alco.
Dispatcher, this is the dog catch crew.
Smoking. Love it. I talked about the Line All Union Pacific hot dog. The hot dog engine looks pretty cool, actually. Turn the engines down a little bit so I can at least talk, you know? Get my respirator. Oh, no. Nah, we're good. I'm alive. So you guys, I'm going to run... We run the 40-tonner if you guys like. I feel like I need an Amtrak car for that. So let me grab an Amtrak car. Here we go. We have my Express Tracks car, which I don't know if it can fit around these curves, but oops. Here we go, Express Tracks. Woohoo! All right, guys, we're gonna fire up the 44 tonner. The hot dog paint scheme is so cool. I saw those on Facebook from PGA Extreme Fanatic, and man, that was awesome. Oh, she found the dead spot in the switch again. Dreyfus hot dog, that'd be kind of cool. $2,700. Wow. I don't have anything that expensive in the collection. All right. There we go. Got the Express Tracks in the back. Sweet. Let's check in on our Pennsylvania set here. What's up, PR 3750 Rail fan? How's it going? Hey, welcome back. No worries. Everyone's always welcome back. Hey, Joe, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. We'll probably end the streamer like around 11 or so. We'll see what happens. But I'm so glad everyone stopped in. I'm always thankful that rail cars. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. And really, voice up here going on. Going pretty good. That's good. Very nice. Keep missing your streams. Lucked out. Hey, no worries. I totally get it. The streams have not been consistent of recent. Mostly just because of work. Like I said, guys, it really means a lot that you all are here. And you guys are the channel. Like I always say that. Without you guys, there'd be no channel. I'm going to have to stop for a smoke break here. Fill up some smoke units. Yeah, work has been a little bit different this time. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Cold nights. No, we're actually working days, but yes, I've definitely thawed out. I've been on watchman duties. If you guys know what that is, it's called watchman protection. So during the winter, we shut down production, and watchmen. Let me turn down some of these trains. I'm sorry, guys, like screaming over them. I love these trains so much, but you know, it can be a little loud at times, but it's all good. Loud trains are the best trains. But yeah, guys, so we're doing watchman protection, and that's basically we have like contractors out on track, and they use us to let them know when trains are approaching so they can clear up off the track in time. It's not like a flagman. It's a different job than what we use for flagman, but you know, it is what it is. $1,500. All right, all right. Great working in short sleeves. Oh, nice. An Olney. Hopefully the smoke units kick on. Let's see. Yep, there they go. Give them some extra juice to drink. Work out flight line oftentimes. Day shift would start 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, 4 to 5. Wow. Yeah, the way that we're set up right now, we're doing daytime. Overtime now is usually at night if we do like an early start. I did a bunch of midnight starts last summer. It's pretty much why I missed a lot of live streams and such. But it's work, you know, it's extra money. It's very easy money, honestly. Usually, like early starts, they want us just working on stuff ahead of time before the trains, trains get crazy for the day. But it's been a lot of fun. I actually like working at night. Yeah, Thomas, I can't really do that at the moment. I'm cutting myself off for a while, but put up on like these engines are really smoking now. Sweet. See if I can move you guys over to the station. There we go. It's like the giant demonic child with the Lionel logo. My friends always joke with like the old advertisement. The kids are like the eyes and stuff. He's like waving over the giant, the buildings. That's funny. Yep. Here we go. Amtrak with Amtrak. I'm actually going to rename the 44 tonner because right now it says Union Pacific 44 tonner. I can change it to. We'll do AMTK. So, guys, Amtrak's reporting marks is AMTK, all capital letters. And I'm going to name it as 44T. So right now it says AMTK number sign 1100-44T. Perfect. Because it's definitely not a Union Pacific engine. It's my home railroad. I do take checks. I can't buy it right now, honestly. I'm sorry, but I'm cutting myself off for a while. I do appreciate the offer. Yeah, I don't even think this layout could run a big boy the way it's set up right now. Got the thunderstorm running in the background. I want to try something really quick, guys, with the yeah, I bought too many trains this month. Yeah, look at that smoke. Now it's smoking like an Alco. There we go. You have to deal with oh yeah, Amtrak. If you can get into Amtrak, I promise you'll be happy. I love my job. I would never go back. It's one of the best, you know. Well, obviously, it's the best railroad. You know, it's the best railroad to work for. There's just so many opportunities, and you don't have to deal with the freight stuff. You know, I'm not an engineer or anything, but I just love what I do, and I go to work every day. You know, wanting to go to work. I've only missed one day of work, and that's when a tree fell in my backyard. And you know, the other day I had car problems, but I used my personal day because a tree fell in my backyard. So it's like there's certain things you can prevent, but you can't really help a tree falling in your yard. But it is what it is. Yeah, I worked an office job 3 years almost. My last job, I couldn't take it anymore. I was losing my mind. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Oh yeah, these are smoking great. Smoking Alco. Yeah, my train budget is gone. My train budget is like zero for like the next 2 months. I bought stuff at Oaks that I haven't shown you guys yet. I bought the C630. I bought 2 train cars that are in my car still. I also bought two Alcos, guys. So really quick, I'll show you guys the other 2 Alcos that I bought, and I upgraded them. Let me get the 44 tonner. I'm going to put the 44 tonner in the siding. Let's see. All right, the 44 tonner is in the siding. So let me get. So guys, the other 2 Alcos that I bought, they were Williams that I upgraded separately. Let me bring you guys back over. And these are all videos that I'll do soon. Yeah, I love what I do for work. It's not a lot of people could say that. A lot of people are miserable at work and stuff, but like I said, when I go to work, I look forward to it every day. I mean, some days are better than others, but that's every job, right? Every job I've ever had and ever will have. So let me spin you guys around here. I'm trying to do it kind of slow, but all right. So we have 2 more engines I want to show you guys. Let me calm down this bunch here. All right. Using the phone. Let me shut them down for now. So guys, these engines, these are Williams engines, but they have been upgraded with Proto Sound 3, and they're sitting, where are they? On the floor. So let's see. These engines here now have Proto Sound 3, but these are Alco FAs. The PAs are the 6-truck, FAs are 4-truck, but these are from Williams. Now, originally, you guys know Williams are conventional, but these are the smoothest running Proto Sound 3 upgrade engines I've ever done. More than any Proto Sound 1 diesel I've done, any of that stuff. These are just, oops, turned off the layout. These are the smoothest running engines. So I have 2 of them to do a, what do you call it? A lash up. And the reason why you can't do 4 motors, excuse me, stopped doing down 2 FAs and PAs came out, F unit, some like the centipedes. What else? A couple other engines that have 4 motors. They were slaved. So what a slave board is, I know, it's basically you have a motherboard. The slave board is tied to that motherboard. So you can run the motherboard unit by itself, and then the slave unit, you can't run it by itself. It needs the motherboard to communicate, and they both have relays and power boards. Now, my Alco FAs that are on the ground, my Western Marylands, were a similar situation. I did the same exact upgrade. So it's very expensive in a way to do this, but instead of having a dummy unit that's totally gutted, you now have 2 power units that you can link together and make a lash up. So this Lehigh New England 708 is now a separate unit. And the only reason why I did this is because I first got him home I bought them at Just Trains, and shout out to Pete for being awesome on these. Pete's a great guy. If you guys have ever been up to Just Trains, talk to Pete. He's just fantastic. He, strike you a deal, and also he's just really good to talk to about train stuff and what's going on in the world of trains. But he gave me a great deal on these. So he thought one was a dummy, one was powered. Now, when Williams sold these, they were supposed to be 1 dummy, 1 powered, and Williams only runs conventional. So a couple of things about Williams, guys, really quick. Williams runs forward. As soon as you give that engine any power, that engine's going forward. So that's one thing to think of. And someone either ordered this set specially to have both powered units, but I think they rewired them so that when that engine hit forward, one engine was in reverse and one engine was forward at the start. I did not test it. We'll have to see. So this engine set is totally new, Protosound 3. They do not smoke, which is fine. There's really no room for a smoke unit. My Alco FAs, the Western Marylands that you guys have seen on the channel, the boards in those are actually like sideways. They're really shoved in there, and they're right up against the smoke unit. So I'm not too much of a fan of that, but there's no choice. But these engines are great. So there's one on the track. Let me grab the other one. All right. So we have 701 and 708 go in the black. Yeah, this engine and also the other engine. I love the logo. It's just really cool. Lehigh New England on the front. The striping on the sides almost reminds me of Erie, the way they did the striping. But they're just gorgeous engines. They also, Williams did such a great job with these. They're such a simple, shell. It's a one-piece shell, but they added lots of grab irons. Like in the back, there's grab irons on the ground. You have also the ladders, the vents. The vents are real. The vents go through the engine up here. There's all vents. They're real live vents. And one thing, though, there is no interior, but I ordered interiors online. So I went on eBay, and someone was selling 6 MTH interiors, and I bought them. It was like $20. So they're good for Alcos. It said just diesel interior for F units, and I was like, perfect. So these will all have interiors, but right now you can see the motor. It's whatever. The speaker in here. Okay, so FYI, those Williams units do not have speakers that are underneath the fuel cell. So usually there's like holes in here, and the speakers are projecting out to the track. They also use the shell as a baffle to give that nice bass sound. But with this unit, I thought about it. It's like, you know what? Let's mount the speaker in the rear of the locomotive. There's enough venting. So the vents on the roof where the fan's at, that's a real live vent. And also on the sides, these vents too. So the speaker is actually against the back facing out this way. So when you run this engine, you hear the horn. It's like projecting right at you. It's such a cool modification that I did. So when you run this thing, you hit that horn. It sounds like the horn is actually coming out of these. Do that, but it's also in the back away from the motors, from the board, and the newer speakers that they're putting in the kits. Originally, they're these very light speakers. They're 4 ohm, 4 watt speakers. The newer speakers are also 4 and 4, but they are very, very magnetic. Like they're heavily magnetized. So this is away from the motors. This is away from the track, the gears, the everything. So keep that in mind, guys, when you do these kits. Just be mindful of that. You might have to keep your tools and stuff away from it. When I was soldering the motor, I actually had to clamp it to my desk, so it didn't pull in this, to the soldering iron, all that stuff. So keep that in mind. But yeah, we're gonna fire these up. These are Alcos as well, so you're gonna have the same similar startup sounds and everything. So let's get you guys to the track here. Spin you around one more time. And Just Trains in Delaware. Like I said, guys have to check them out. They're usually at York. They have a booth there. I've bought lots of things from them in the past couple York shows, actually. I don't know why their colors were black and white. I just thought it looked cool. All right, move this one up. All right, and then now the other thing too, the spacing between both units is very, very long. So what I might try to do is find baffles or I forgot what you call them, billows or whatever, between the engines so they don't look as far apart. But it is what it is. Let me move these. Well, let me just raise you guys up. Let's see. Cool. And there's my desk full of all the stuff I've been doing. Trying to keep myself busy. All right, we're going to move the piggybacks. Get out of here. Here we go. Move them over. Good enough for now. All right. So, yeah, these are black for coal, white for cement. That's pretty cool. I like that. So I'll run these. There's a cement car on this train. I've got a Long Island Railroad cement car. And I do love coal. I do know they ran a lot of coal. So we're going to fire up the track. Boom. Add engines. Here we go. And guys, the MTH app is running so much better. So, yep, here we go. LNE. And the sound is just really lively because, like I said, the speaker's in the back projecting forward. So it really sounds like the engine is running where it should be. Diaphragms. Yes. Thank you so much. I will look for those because once you add those, this gap will close up. It'll just be a tiny little gap between. So I'll see if I can find those online. But thank you guys so much for your help with terminology and everything. You guys have been amazing. All right, we're going to name this LNE Lash. .708 is our tail end, facing in reverse. 701 is the head facing forward. Done. All right, we're going to shut her down and then fire them back up. Also, guys, the tractive effort of these monsters is just crazy. My other thing, too, with these guys, the flywheels in Weaver engines are so large they carry a lot of momentum. So these engines, when you hit, like, for any of you guys that have MTH out there, you know, with an MTH engine, you hit forward or reverse, it kind of stops the engine and puts it in neutral until you give it throttle again. When I hit or whatever, Ford engine set I've ever upgraded. I also added a reverse light right here. Let's see. Katy couplers. No, only because I want to run these as separate units. I forgot this engine set's already in my remote, so it's probably ticked off that. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to fire up the other engines. I have to delete this lashup out of my remote because I forgot I made the lashup in the remote and it's in the app. So totally my fault. Let's fire up those Pensies again. Let's see. Here we go. What's up, Randall? How's it going?
Check that out.
Not much work going on? Okay.
Check that oil level.
By K-Line J1E Hudson. They're pretty sweet. Just be careful of the electronics. They're getting a little old, but they're still great locomotives. All right, I have to rebuild the lashup real quick. So
Go ahead and get ready to pull out.
there we go. Sorry about that, folks. I got lost with the app, so let's get these LNEs working. Need to go to the clubhouse. That's pretty cool. Sidewalk shows are the best. All I have to do is reset the features of these engines. They'll work fine. The more you run it conventional, the longer it lasts. Conventional engines are great. Honestly, if it has TMCC, the TMCC stuff's bulletproof. It's just that radio board that goes up. That's all. It always helps when your engines are on the track, too. Give me a second, guys. I got to reset the breaker. All right. Sparky. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. All right, I'm going to add these engines back. Don't have a TMCC remote. I definitely recommend buying one. Or a TMCC system. All right, let's say. All right, guys, we finally got the lashup working here. Apologize for that. It's because it was in my remote. So, oops. Perfect. Alco power. Here we go. May in the future can run conventional. Yeah, you can run conventional with the TMCC remote. So, guys, really quick, I want to show you. I'm going to mute the other engines. I want to show you guys the LNEs. So the Alco sounds in here, they're not very loud, but they're perfect, honestly. So look how smooth these run. If I hit reverse, watch this. Look how far they coast before they stop, which I thought was really nice with these. That programming and whatnot. No, Walter, I promise TMCC is very, very easy. And these engines just want to fly. I mean, the motors and everything. Yes, so I changed the couplers to electric couplers. Now, what I might do is either change them back to the original Bachmann couplers or put the diaphragms between them to close the gap. There's no diaphragms. My Western Marylands are the same way too. But yes, the gap is huge between those. So we'll see what happens. Oh, they are far. It's because they're electric couplers. I could just put the original couplers back on because most likely I'm not going to run these as a lash. Not lash. We'll see, unless there's shorter electric couplers out there. But watch how much these coast. I hit the button right now. Look at that. They just coast. So guys, really quick, with these engines, I added backup lights, which I looked up online. Alcos did have backup lights. Some of them actually put them up top or on the side. Now, the reason why they put them on the side is if you're walking through the door, you would not get blinded. you could look up or so. So these do have backup lights. They turn on very briefly. The marker lights are also LEDs that I added. So you can see the marker lights up front. They're very bright. And then the other ones in the back, they're not as bright, but they do the trick. So these are very, very simple, very, very simple modifications. Yeah, just drill through the shell, and then I hot glue the LEDs. So on the inside of the shell, it's all hot glued. But these LEDs come with the kits. So they run pretty nice, like I said. But yeah, if I get those diaphragms, that'll close up the gap. Because what happens if I do want to run them as like separate units? We'll see. New York Central fan, what was Pennsylvania's most successful steam locomotive? Well known New York Central was Streamline. Oh yeah, non-streamline Hudsons. Okay, so for passenger, I would say between the K4 and also the Atlantics. K4 and Atlantics were like if you want to say like the pioneer of the Pennsylvania, or the face of the Pennsylvania are definitely K4s. But before the K4, we had the Atlantics, the 442s. And those engines were very, very fast. And they had huge drivers. I think they had 67 or 69-inch drivers. But I think the K4s had 70-inch drivers or 71-inch drivers. And at one point, they tried making a K5. The K5 was a failure. But I would say the K4 is the most successful. I'm a Pacific fan. I like Hudsons, but I like Pacifics a lot more. Also, guys, the headlight. These are EVA model headlights. I took out the MTH one. One of them actually burned out, so I used EVA model. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, Niagaras are amazing. They're pretty cool. If you guys would like to see a Niagara, go to New Hope and Ivanland. They have a Mexican Niagara built by the Alco shops. It was actually sent to Mexico to work on the MDM, and there's a Niagara in their yard just chilling there. It's pretty cool. Mohawk's most successful in freight. Oh, very cool. 3001. I'd love to check that out. Most successful freight engine of the Pennsy. Between the Mikados, the L1 Mikado. Oh God, what else? 280s, and then also we had the Decapods. But yeah, guys, for Williams, this is as slow as I can run this thing. Turn the volume down a little bit. They're definitely not my loudest engines, but for the command control, they run fabulous as well. I'm going, 4 miles an hour? Here's 2. Here's 1. Can they run at 1? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, 482s. The mountains? Yeah, they were successful too. So it runs better at 2 miles per hour, but nice steady 5 miles per hour. So yeah, guys, if you would like to do an upgrade with a Williams locomotive, it will work. I promise it's going to be, a very easy upgrade to do. And their motors are really nice. They have really high quality motors and Williams engines. They did a great job with that. Hey, Radar, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. Trevor Storm 3001 cost too much money. Also someone expected the 80s and had 3 cracks. Oof. Yikes. In the meantime, we'll turn up the power on. Gonna add some more smoke to this Pensy lash up here. But yeah, you guys could just see like how I just stopped this Pennsylvania set and how fast it slowed down and stopped compared to the Williams ones. They just drift. It's pretty amazing. Very impressed with their motor construction. All right. But yeah, these Alcos, like I said, they're not the loudest. But they're loud enough. They make a racket, which is pretty cool. That's all you need. All right. Yeah, Williams brass engines are pretty nice. I thought Williams is still around. Yeah, because Williams just made a bunch of new. They made a bunch of GG1s last year. So I thought they did. I have a Williams brass hybrid. It's a Hudson. It's just, I don't know if I can upgrade it because the flywheel is inside of the cab of the locomotive. So it's a really weird special case. Yeah, Williams by Bachmann, they still make stuff all the time. Guys, for the best upgradable engine ever made. Like, honestly, you can put TMCC in them. You can put DCS in them. You can put Blue Nami in them. They are just such a great quality piece. I mean, look how slow these LNEs are running. It's like, yeah, they're not perfect, but so let's just say I'll tell you guys, these LNEs, I'm not bragging or anything, but they sold them to me for $175 for the set, brand new with the boxes. So you get two power units for $175. Then you buy a board. The board kit costs $200 a piece. So for $275 or $250 on or about, you get a totally brand new engine with the state-of-the-art sounds, couplers, lights. command control capabilities, and you can't beat it. I mean, those models are beautiful, but it's just, and the motors are nice. Honestly, these Williams motors and these L&E engines, they are just so cool. And like I said, they coast. Like I'm running at 9 miles per hour right now. I can move it up to 20, and these guys just want to fly off the table. I mean, look at this. And then here, really quick, just to show you guys. This is how quiet they run. I mean, you can barely even hear the trains running other than the clickety-clacks and the sound cars. But listen, when the L&Es come by the computer where the microphone is, they run so quiet. So here they are. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I mean, they are just super quiet. Fantastic pieces. So anyone that's willing, if anyone that wants to do an upgrade, buy a Williams engine. Definitely get like a Williams engine or a diesel. I recommend a Williams diesel. Steam is going to be very difficult, but start with a Williams diesel first. They're dual motors. You have tons of room. You have tons of room for the flywheel. If you screw it up, you have tons of room for error to put new flywheel tape on there and everything. You have to use the largest size flywheel tape, which is like 33 millimeter. So just keep that in mind. But these engines they have a whole new life, and they're command control. I've done ERR in Williams engines, but this has been the easiest option of them all, honestly. You should go to Train World or eBay for trains. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Williams stuff. They just made a bunch of really nice GG1s that looked fantastic. They have Sound Blast 3 in them, which is like their idle sounds, horn and bell. They run conventional, but they're really nice. They're beautiful. But yeah, guys, on top of that, these MTH engines are running very well too. Look at that. And sorry, guys, if there was an ad inserted, I had no control over that. But yeah, the scale GG1s that Williams have made are really nice pieces. And just like I said, I don't know if they're using Pitman motors or what, but they are just super nice. But then here's the engine with the sound turn on, or engines. Let's go back to L&Es. So anyone looking for a scale GG1, I highly recommend going through Williams first, because it's a budget piece that looks so nice. Ubachi motors, same as older Tamiya RC cars. Okay. Oops. Camera keeps on auto focusing. There we go. Yeah, their motors are sweet, honestly. What do you find more torture, having space for 072 curves but not the money for 072 steam, or having the money for 072 steam curves but not the space? Honestly, probably not having the money for 072 locomotives But honestly, the only engine I have in my collection that needs 70, actually I have two. The first one is my Decapod. The Decapod needs 072 because of the long haul tender. And then my EM1, which is this guy behind the camera. Yeah, their GG1s are super nice, and you can upgrade them. Japanese motors last for... Oh, I love Japanese stuff. They just make great stuff. What can I say? But their motors are so nice. The flywheels are huge. I have 042 at the most. Honestly, I'd recommend if you can go to 72, like, oh man, but not the space. Yeah, I would. Oh man, I understand. Like, this room is very cramped for space. We'll see. Strasbourg 90, probably not. Just the money for them, like $1,900 is steep. I could do a lot with that. Some other stuff that I'm looking for in the collection. I'm honestly just doing upgrades and having fun right now, and whatever comes my way, we'll see. We'll see for sure. Whoops. Oh, 42. Oh, God, 42. Oh, my God. Be great. I'm actually going to shut down the PRRs real quick. The smoke units are super loud. I could hear that over top of everything. Oh my God, that was crazy. But yeah, whoops. Let me hit LNE. These guys start up pretty nice too. Like I said, they're not the loudest engines because the speakers are actually, like I said, the speakers are back here pointing this way and that way. But you do get a very direct, like, horn sound. So the horn, it sounds like it's actually coming up from up there. It's pretty cool. But, let's see. Turn the speakers all the way off. There we go. What's up, Gus? I'm glad you got on the railroad. You've been really happy. Oh, dude, it's been fun. Well, it's been a whirl, man. I can't ask for anything better. Yeah, Walter. The thing is too, the amount of stuff that I'm gonna sound like an old man. The amount of stuff the young people could get into instead of doing something like an actual hobby terrifies me about having kids. But you just have to be a good parent, be there for the kids, and get them interested in something that's good for them. Like train hobbies and stuff are. I was gonna say that sound car is driving me crazy, but having an actual tangible hobby, in my opinion, is one of the best things you can do to teach somebody. And this hobby has taught me so many skills that a lot of people probably with other hobbies, all hobbies teach you something, but there's a lot of other worse hobbies out there I could get into, like, um, you know, drinking or gambling, things like that. But I mean, model trains, you guys might agree with this. I don't know, it's shiny. There's like lights, all the lights are being reflective or whatever. But trains, playing with trains is like gambling. And when you buy something new, especially from certain other companies that maybe aren't doing their best right now, and that's every company has their problems, but when you buy used stuff, it's a gamble. It's a chance. Hopefully, it will work. It's a higher chance that it will work than it will not work, but it's still a gamble, especially when you buy stuff that's new. But it's good to have something that's like tangible. Like I always talk about that with like gambling. If you like playing video games and stuff, I get it. Trust me. And if you have like tangible media, you like collecting games or collecting hardware or controllers, things like that. I get it. But with with this hobby in particular, you learn so many skills that a lot of other hobbies I feel like you don't really learn as much. Um, like this hobby, you get into carpentry, electronics, electric, utility. Does my wall power have enough power to power my layout? Or, you know, can this table hold the weight of my trains and shelving and doing lighting like this room, learning lighting skills, doing YouTube stuff, learning how to film trains, learning sound techniques, different hardware, and then also like track maintenance, painting, artwork, decals, just everything really. Like every hobby, like I feel like this is the hobby that you learn a little bit more than a lot of other hobbies out there, like especially when you get into detailing and the history behind stuff. Like there's not a lot of hobbies that incorporate all that into one thing. Like you may like gambling, you may like going out and partying and stuff, but you know, there's no history to gambling, I guess. Like when you play blackjack, or you're not going to sit there and be like, oh, this day from this, you know what I mean? Like this day in 19, whatever. But these trains are tangible. Like they're concrete. I can touch them and they're real. And I can look up the history of what trains were, what they did, or what they came from. Like I can look up these LNE engines, or like I told you guys, this Amtrak, this 44 tonner right here, it's concrete. I'm holding it. And this has a story. It's at our Wilmington shops. It's a real engine. It's so cool how I have a piece of history right here in my hand. So it's very cool how this hobby works. And also there's the social aspect of it, which it's a beast of its own. Some people like train clubs and hanging out with people and friends that they meet in the hobby. Some people can stay to themselves. Like it's a very interesting hobby on how everything is laced together and cohesive. You may go to train shows by yourself. That's your way to get out of the house from doing chores, things like that. Group of friends and what they see. Some people never rail fan, they hate it, but they model what they see in books and all that. So it's a very interesting hobby. But I do think it's important when you have kids, or even like if you have a family at home, it's important, in my opinion, to have some type of hobby. It's like concrete, and they can actually buy something and appreciate it, and instead of like having just all digital media or all digital hobbies like computer games, things like that. It's important. Like I almost got into that a lot in high school. Like I tried getting all the best games, and the newest Call of Duty game at the time. I had to have it. I just had to have it. But now I'm older and I'm looking at the prices of these games, and they're not supported anymore, and I can't play online anymore, that type of thing. You look at all the money that I burned in that pastime or hobby, it's pretty crazy. I paid $75 for a video game, and then I can go to a train, or not a train shop, a video game store in Hanover, PA, and get the same game that costs $75 for $5 because it's obsolete and you can't do anything with it. But with these trains, with the technology that we have out now and the future, um, you can upgrade things. You can put boards in things. If things break, you can 3D print them. Like, I didn't have that as a kid. I'm not even that old yet. I mean, I'm turning into an old man. I'm 30 now, but you know, when I was a kid, we didn't have 3D printing. It's like that was for the rich kids. Now it's like you can go on Amazon and get a 3D printer for a couple $100, and you can print people, cars, parts for your engines, gears. It's just amazing how things have progressed. That's the other side of the hobby too, the electronic side and the customization side. That's the part that's coming in now that we may not have had 30 years ago. Back then, a board may cost $200. Now it's $50. It's things have changed progressively, and in the right direction. I think trains have changed, you know, in a decent direction. I feel like both major O scale companies are doing this away from each other for sure, but it's they're still changing and coming up with new stuff all the time. We'll have to see what happens. Lucy stares my train's curiosity around them. She not go to the smaller. Oh God. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, Thomas family. Thank you so much. Yeah, I enjoy this hobby. I try to get as many people as I can interested in the model train world. It's, you know, we're all nerds on our own things. So like we all like what we like. You can be, you know, there's sports people that I know that know all the stats of everything of certain teams and such. I can't tell you that, but I can tell you when certain trains ran and stuff. It's just a different type, you know, it's what you like. You know, we're train nerds, but there's people that are sports people that are nerds about sports and stats and probability and all that too, you know. Be 40 in a few weeks, you're not old. Hey, 40's not old. I wish I was 30. I wish I was 18 again. Those were fun times. No responsibilities. I had a job, I had a car, I was in college. No cares in the world. Now I'm 30. It's like, oh God, I gotta pay the bills. I gotta pay the electric bill, which I still have to pay. But they sent me the notice today. It's like your electric bill's due in 4 days. Like, good luck. It's not bad. It's not like I haven't paid it. I haven't been home to pay it, so it's cool. But yeah, it's just crazy how time has progressed. I know in the channel early on, guys, I discussed about where will this technology go, things like that, and I didn't have any digital trains at all. So it was a very different opinion, but this is just in 2.5 years since I've had the channel. We did not have any upgrade boards available. So there was no MTH Proto 3 boards available at that time. Production was shut down. They were going through like restructuring of the company. MTH, people thought MTH was out of business. The channel back in 2021, 2021, let's just call it that. So if you think about it, in just 2 years, I've totally changed my opinion of the model railroading world. I was running all conventional because I did not trust what companies are putting out there. I've been burned on some digital stuff too, but the way the technology is progressing and how you're able to upgrade things now, it's, you know, the technology is available. 2 years ago, it wasn't available. So it's a different world. And that was things I discussed about before in some of the earliest live streams on the channel, because people would ask me, do you own any TMCC or DCS locomotives? I was like, no, I don't. And I don't want to, because once this technology is up, where does it go next? So in just 2 years' time, is like the hobby has really progressed. Like I said, we did not have Blue Nami. We did not have upgrade boards. I wish I could say the same thing for Lionel. They need to make upgrade boards because there's a lot of TMCC stuff out there. If Lionel made upgrade boards, they would sell like hotcakes. So maybe that's the next thing that comes out. I highly doubt it. You know, it's just the way it is. So we'll see what happens. Oh, wait till you turn 50. Oh no. Yes, the name's Shay after the Shay Steamler. That's pretty cool. Wait till you turn 70. Woo! I'll be well retired. Be awesome. Right. 30, great back now. Deal with kidneys. Oh no, not the kidneys though. Oh God. And the other cat, Shay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Any hobby adults get involved, kind of expensive. This hobby can be very budget friendly. Like when I first started the hobby, I had a different job, totally different job. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie. Like my office job that didn't pay as well, but I was totally budget railroading. But there's a way to do it. Trust me, there is a really good way to do it. Go to like secondhand shows, go to swap meets, things like that. Not all trains have to be expensive. Like Rail King engines. If you bought if you're a train collector and you're on a tight budget, Rail King is a great way to expand your collection or just get your foot in the door at DCS. DCS Explorers are a great way to start command control. DCS systems are ridiculously priced. My friend sold me his system for a very low price. Like he could have sold it and made several $100s more than what he sold it to me because he's a good friend of mine. But things like that, just keep your eyes and ears open for things and you'll find stuff. There's so much out there. I've been telling people that for years. There are so many trains out there, guys. You don't need the newest and greatest. If they say it's a new tooling or something, there's someone else that's done it. Or there's just so much stuff. I promise. Like I go to train shows all the time or train stores, and it's like I've never seen this before. Why haven't I seen this? Like it is what it is. Like where is it? Where's my Railway Express car? Like there's a green. I've got this all green Railway Express car right there. The trucks are green. I saw one at the train club. The guy said, "Man, this is a super rare car. I've never seen another one like it." My friend bought a collection, and this car was in the collection. I bought a couple other cars today that are super rare. So the stuff is out there. It floats around. But like guys, I've said it a lot. There's so much like TMCC, DCS, conventional, for budget railroading. I promise there's a lot. But my favorite engines right now that are out that are budget friendly, probably the Rail King stuff. You can't go wrong. Go Rail King or early TMCC. Oh no, I hope not. If you go to Strasbourg with beef about wearing a shirt of a railroad, that's pretty low. I mean, I'm wearing a Strasbourg shirt right now, but no, that's messed up. If someone gives you flack, that's not right. I mean, I hate the animosity. Like rail fans will do that. Like, I don't know. I've seen all kinds of weird stuff happen while filming. I had two people curse each other out about different diesels or whatever. I'm like, come on, dudes. Like, you're fighting over trains. Like, come on. Like, get a grip. I had two guys verbally fighting over which steam engine was better at Strasbourg when I was there like 2 years ago. It was like 90 versus 475. It's like, who gives a crap? They're steam engines. Like, they're here. They're alive. They're steam engines. Like, be thankful that they're not in a scrap pile, someone's bumper or frame in like an import car. Like, come on. Like, they're steam engines. Like, come on, whatever. But no, it should be fine. Like, if anyone gives you any flack about wearing a shirt, you can tell them to leave you alone. I'm going to be family friendly. Just tell them politely, leave me alone. It's just tell them that's stupid. Like, seriously. But yeah, like people did that like horseshoe curve and stuff. I've seen like the dumbest stuff. It's crazy. You should see the chatter that goes on with the heritage units. Oh God. My favorite heritage unit so far is the Vandal heritage unit of the Chessie Cat. That is just an amazing, that is the best graffiti I've ever seen. That is the only graffiti that I support. I'm not for defacing property. I think it's wrong, but that is the best heritage unit out there right now. Between all the railroads, the Chessie Cat Vandal heritage unit is just hilarious. For anyone who doesn't know the story on that, let me skip ads really quick. Gave me the option to skip them. So guys, there's a CSX GP38-2 that was vandalized. And what I mean by vandalized means that someone snuck in at the yard at night and spray painted the Chessie Cat logo on the nose of a GP38-2. And it looks so good. CSX, I believe, has left it. I'm not sure if they've oversprayed it yet, but someone like taped it up and everything. There was like speculation, like allegedly, that they were allowed to do it. Like, knowing that, like, my friend said that there was like talk that someone knew that someone did it and they didn't stop them because it looked that good and they didn't care. But it looks so good. It looks like an actual Chessie system nose. The biggest complaint about the new heritage units from CSX is that the heritage unit is painted on the sides of the locomotive. So like if I'm facing forward, if I'm the head of the locomotive, the logos are on the sides of the engine. So unless you can see the cab number or the running numbers, you cannot tell if it's an actual heritage unit or not until the engine's already past you. Compared to the heritage units of NS, the logo is the entire engine. So like I saw the Virginian units like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. It says Virginian up front and it's painted like a Virginian. The units that CSX have done, the nose and the pilot, everything is painted like a CSX engine. Now they did like a fade and then it turns into what do you call it? Turns into the heritage logo. So it's very hard to tell unless you have like a chart of what numbers are which. It's pretty cool. Talking in a funny way, friendly to oh God. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, some of these rail fans are crazy. I've seen a lot, like I've heard a lot of stuff out there in the world. Collect Canadian Pacific. Very cool. I don't have any Canadian Pacific stuff. I've got, oh God, do I even have any Canadian stuff? I would like to get a Pac-Man car. That's Canadian Pacific, right? The Pac-Man cars. Yep. Yeah, I'd like to get a Pac-Man car because I like the design and possibly a Pac-Man engine. That'd be awesome. Hey, Ed Bettinaberg, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a great night. But yeah, guys, I'm actually it's 11:37. Holy crap. This is, other than the 24-hour stream that I did 2 years ago, 1 year ago, something like that. This has been one of the latest streams I've done in a while. Canadian National, Canadian Pacific. Paint scheme. So, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for joining me on this railroad adventure up here in the train room. I'm going to try to do a video tomorrow to put out this week. And it might be on a couple engines. And there's an engine that I'd like to review because this engine has been a fantastic runner of recent. I brought it up to the train club. It ran so well. And, I got to do a review on it and thank one of my friends that sent it to me. So anyone that's on the channel, you might You might know what steam engine that is from last week if you guys were here. So I need to do a review on that engine. On top of that, I might do a review on the Amtrak 44 tonner just to put something out for this week. I don't really have any railfan news or anything, but my friend Jamie Macon did a video on 425 at Reading and Northern, the progress of that steam engine rebuild. So if you want, you can check that out. The shielding's off the engine. If you guys have not seen what a boiler on a steam engine looks like, highly recommend checking out that video. Give her channel some love. It's a great channel. She works at Reading and Northern. So if you guys love the Reading and Northern, check it out. And she also has a Blue Wrench on the channel here. A good friend of us, I mean Nikki and I. So a fantastic friend and really good YouTuber. So give her channel some love. And anyways, guys, till next time, happy railroading. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Be safe out there. We'll see you guys.